And let's do this, guys. We're starting with the best of 5 series for tonight between none other than he is Ytra, spawning here in the top left position on GSL Whirlwind.
And on the top right position, we have his nemesis, his opponent, the Ladder Master, Empire Cos.
By the way, for you who missed our rant at the beginning of the stream, we were talking about the number of games Cass has played his entire life. Did you check his current ladder?
I don't know what his current ladder is up to, but he was the first player in Wings of Liberty to reach over 9,000 ladder games played.
Holy smokes!
So you know, his power level is literally over 9,000. That's true. Straight up.
Wow.
And we have a gas first here from Cass. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Oh, and Ytra sees it. No, he doesn't. Oh my god. Ytra goes with the scout. He sees the barracks, but he doesn't check for the gas.
Right. Now, the important part about this is that he's going to think, very likely, unless he's got these timings of the barracks memorized 100% perfectly at the exact correct time, he's going to say, okay, this is a normal build. He's building the barracks, probably going to get a gas and build some Reapers.
And is Ytra going? Yes, he is! Oh my god, Ytra is going for our Nexus first build!
Yep, so pretty interesting. It's going to very likely have Cass going the gas first build, which means he has a tech opening. He's probably going to be aggressive pretty quickly here. We'll likely see at least one Reaper. This might be some multiple Reaper play, but that's a little bit more popular in... Wow, no Reapers. We're going right into the factory here.
Ooh,
directly into the factory. So
fancy.
This might be some sort of a Widow Mine rush, or could be a drop or something like that.
It could be a Widow Mine drop, which is very popular recently. So the way you go with the Widow Mines is you either place the factory, I mean, somewhere close to your opponent's base, but that did not happen this game, or you just go with a drop. Still very powerful.
This is really interesting builds. Gateway Forge, so Nexus Gateway Forge in a PvT. This is cool stuff. I really always like to see, and the Cybernetics core goes in the front of the base. Really always like to see Ytra play for this reason. He's always one of the innovators. He's always coming up with new strategies. We have the Hellions coming out, and it does look like a starport play. It does look like we're going to have some reactored Hellion drops coming out. We'll just probably swap that factory and...
Well, we will see. This is some highly interesting stuff. Well, this is why, by the way, we are all so much loving and watching Heart of the Swarm, because this game is so freaking innovative, and players can come up with their stuff all time long. And Empire Cass, even though we thought he's going for Widow Mines, he may still go for them, by the way, but it seems he may just go with good old style Hellion drop. That's
yeah. It's going to time out pretty well. He'll have 3 Hellions. Maybe he'll do something like Marine and Hellion mix into the drop. But I mean, at this point in time, Ytra has to know that's coming. He saw that the gas was first. If he clicked on it, he saw that it was a rush, some sort of a tech rush. And whenever you see a tech rush like that, expanding is not the efficient move to make. So your opponent's likely going to be attacking you pretty quickly.
So Ytra right now, he has to master up his defenses, he has to be ready for whatever is thrown at him. And by the way, I love this pylon of Ytra, that will give him the necessary spot. And by the way, that drop is going to be just purely with Marines. One missing, he just went to have a smoke and did not catch the ride to the enemy's base. And yes, the pylon sees it all. Ytra knows that there is going to be a drop, but besides the drop, there's also going to be a Hellion run by now.
Alright, here it comes in, he's dropping in. He's only got a Stalker and a Mothership Core to defend. He's going to do pretty well, but the Hellions are coming around the front side.
Oh, the Stalker is going down low on health. Oh my god, it's not dealing enough damage. And
don't have 193 of the Nexus cannon. He's going to slow down the Hellions as much as he can. The Hellions are right there. Mothership Core goes down. The Hellions are roasting through those probes. And he moves into the main. Almost 0 defense. 1 cannon is on the way. So really nice move there by Ytra. But this is a really strong attack. It's going to be very difficult White not focusing the cannon on the weakened.
No, he does.
Weakened
He
Hellions.
does. He did focus both of the red ones, and now he just has to deal with the Marines. Oh my god, this is so intense. White been defending with his probes, try to go for a surround, but they line up perfectly for this Hellion. Will it get the kills? Oh my god, it does get too many kills.
White is so far behind right now. This is absolutely insane. Incredibly strong attack from Cass. I don't see White coming back from this, but we've seen White do some special tactics, come back for some strange things. We have a Banshee on the way, so this aggression is not going to stop. Really strong tech play, really strong one base push out, and in the meantime, I mean, it's not all in. Cass has an expansion behind this, and the worker counts are...
Yeah, the Medivac went down.
Yeah, worker counts are 18 to 26 right now. So despite the fact that White went for the earlier expansion, he's behind in economy, which was the advantage he was trying to get with this opening.
So this rush done by Cass was exactly the thing he needed, and now he's switching straight into a Banshee. Now this is looking very much like the style of play that Supernova would do. I remember a very good game, and it was between Supernova and Cass, in fact, where Supernova would just queue up all possible rushes. He would first go to a drop, then for a Hellion harassment, then he would switch to Cloaked Banshees, and then on top of that he would just switch to Mass Hellion, Mass Siege Tanks. That was in Wings of Liberty, and this is looking so much like the previous play. Now, the Stalkers align, not so good, and Cass is getting some nice kills. You would not expect Hellions to be able to get some nice Stalker kills.
Definitely not. A soft Stalker versus Hellion generally goes in the favor of the Stalker, but it's just that White has half the supply approximately of Cass right now, so it's just very difficult for him to deal with this. He's going to come in with the Banshee here. There's no cannon in the mineral line. He's got almost nothing to defend here.
One Zealot standing on guard, but will that be enough? The Hellions just focus down the cannon. Oh my god, Sentry helping. There is a force field, but how long will it hold?
And we have another little Wallen over here, but in the meantime, Banshee harass in the back. Banshee's got some more kills while those Hellions are up in the front. I've never seen Hellions use this sort of A-move blunt force, just sort of, I've got so many Hellions, I'm just going to kill whatever units you have. I don't care what they are. I'm going to take down a Sentry here. He's going to be able to run past the cannon. He can kill all of these probes. And the main is defended by a single Stalker. He's just going to run by the Stalker. All of these probes are in big trouble. They're going to run away. They're going to try for some sort of a surround here. But a lot of these probes are going down. The probe count dropping more and more. 14, and Oracle is out on the map right now. And try to deal some damage to the mineral line of Cass, but just not enough energy.
And Cass's aggression continues right now. White tries to defend Banshee with a Stalker, but the Stalker falls down, and there is nothing, literally nothing. Oh, no, there is one latecomer. Hey guy, we needed you earlier, why didn't you show up? Yeah, I was on smoke, my break came. Hey, it's not in your job description. Now,
in the meantime, we do have some harass coming down from an Oracle in the main base. We have some workers killed, but nowhere near the amount of workers killed from White Raw.
That's exactly right.
Cass, rather.
That's exactly
15 workers killed.
Yeah, 15 workers against 38 lost. 38 lost workers, that's an awesome amount. And Cass right now, he must be sitting there and smiling. And if you're watching his stream, just check out his face. If he's having a face camera. Yeah, and White Rat GG's. The first victory goes down for Cass, and it was well-deserved victory. Oh my god, that game was intense. And the only reason why all hell broke loose for White was the fact that he did not scout the early gas. He was just assuming, oh, this is early racks, no problem, I'll be able to deal with that. And why I say early racks, I in fact mean just racks, and then probably go to expand. White did not see that second gas being taken, and thus he was not prepared for the aggression. Later he realized what's happening, but it was already too late. So anyway, like the old saying says, the winter is coming. And anyway, I'll be back with you guys after a short commercial break. We'll give it a 3 minute for the players to host the next map. So we'll be back with you. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Yegwen Master League. Hey, hey, hey everyone! So, after the first quick game, and boy do we have a tendency for quick games recently in the Yegwen Master League, is it a curse or what? Anyway, we'll find out soon. This game we have Empire Cast spawning as the blue Terran here in the top right corner on again. Yes!
And
Thank you!
In the bottom left-hand corner of our screen we have White Raw, the Protoss player.
My brain just said access denied. No, it should not be access denied. I have password. I'm the admin of this system. Just let me know what the stupid map name is. No, password denied.
They changed the password on you. The system changed the password on you while you weren't looking. That's so not cool.
I guess I should count myself lucky just because I didn't get a blue screen.
Yeah. Absolutely, you gotta watch out for that that AI in the brain. It'll just rewrite stuff while you're not looking. But in any case, we do have Neo Planet S. Excellent, fantastic Kespa map, and looks like Cass will not be going for the gas first. So this time around, we'll just see the barracks at the usual time.
That won't stop YML from his usual play, just going for one gateway here. Now, will we see that very interesting Forge build? Now, I imagine the Forge is used whenever YML expands. This is one of his experiments because he's not only experimenting with that Forge build, but he is also experimenting a lot with the timings on his mothership core, because the timing where you get the mothership core is crucial to your expansion pattern. If you're going for 2 bases versus 3 bases, you usually want to have that mothership core just before, with enough energy for the planetary nexus, just before the expansion finishes, and YML was doing that beautifully. Now he goes for cybernetics core inside his own base, and I guess that's it. He just scouted his opponent. Where do you think this game will go?
Well, yeah, it looks like an unusual build for White Raw rather than the crazy Forge stuff. We do have the single Reaper coming out. He's only got 2 in the gas, so I imagine that Reaper is just for scouting. He'll be taking his expansion very shortly. There it is. And the same thing with White Raw. And as a Protoss, you can be a little bit more safe, like you said with the mothership core timing. Get the mothership core started before you expand. Or you can wait until after. This map does have a pretty long rush distance, so it's pretty reasonable to just expand off of the Zealot and the Stalker. But we'll have to see how that develops out. Empire Cast is going to get the second barracks follow-up and factor, so...
And the Reaper is already in the base. Yeah, this is so annoying. Before the Stalker comes up, you're not even able to shoot down the Reaper unless you're very lucky or you distract your opponent with something else. Now YML, with a very ballsy Proberto in the base of Cass, he manages to get a scouting information. He knows exactly how much gas is there. This is something that you would expect AI to do for you, because did you notice when you play against AI that AI has like the perfect scouting pattern? Whenever you get close to their worker, they just back it off.
I had no idea. I've played not enough game against the AI. I have not noticed that.
I noticed that when I was playing on brutal achievements against AI, and it looks so funny. Whenever you would just, turn your sight somewhere else, there would be a worker sneaking into your base. They would just find the perfect place, perfect spot, and perfect path through which they can pass without being noticed. But anyway, YML has a lot of them.
You gotta watch out for that, especially the cheating versions. Those guys will absolutely do the perfect scouting path every time. Reaper's gonna come back in maybe for a second scout just to check up to see what's going on. Cass does not know the expansion has come down yet, but it's definitely something that he can make a guess at.
Yeah, and the Reaper is already in the base. There is a sentry coming up, although... Oh yeah, the Reaper has to jump around for a second, and the mothership core... It doesn't send him flying back to Tarsonis. Oh, there's a probe. Yep. Oh, how sweet. Proberto! We're with you. No.
That was one of the 5% of Probertos that survive. So well done for that, Proberto.
Yeah, well done.
Very well done indeed.
So right
good
now,
stuff. Yeah. So we're starting off with getting that robotics facility really fast. It's important to get the fast robotics facility whenever you're going against a tank. Protoss, just because those Widow Mines could be absolutely ridiculous. Also is a really safe opening because it'll give you that expansion. Also really fast robotic spec. Very fast robotic.
So what Wytra is going for right now is probably some form of 2 base Colossi play. This is why he went so many defensive units as a Zealot and 2 Sentries and a Mothership Core just in time. Also Fast Observer, so he will be able to execute this build and push to its maximum potential, I would say, as soon as possible. He even sends an additional Phoenix hallucinated to make sure that whatever Cass has to throw at him, Wytra will be prepared. Unfortunately for Cass, we only have a Bioforce right now, and Bioforce, as we all know, is extremely vulnerable to any Colossi play.
Yep. It's a really nice addition, being able to hallucinate at any point in time, making use of that early stage where maybe you just be maxed out on energy and not creating any new time. It also allows the observer to stay at home, so in case of any Widow Mine shenanigans or Cloaked Banshee shenanigans, which could still happen. They're a lot more rare now, but they definitely are still a possibility, still an option. Holy Marines, Batman! Seriously, he is all about them. I don't think a single Marauder on the map. No. We have, oh no, 1 Marauder on the map and 24 Marines. That's the Commander Marauder. He's like, alright, I will tell you all what to do. Marines follow me. You know, he's sort of in charge.
Maybe he just eaten more beef. He probably eaten more beef the other day. This is why he's so chunky. Just as I am. However, what I wanted to point out is what Wytra is doing right now is like the perfect counter to a mass marine play. He's going for a +1 armor upgrade, which makes Zealots and Stalkers, even, well, practically every Protoss unit, even better against Marines, because Marines have a very small amount of damage they deal. They just shoot very fast. So so with that additional armor, it will just limit the amounts of damage they receive so badly. Now there's a Giga Drop right now in the main, and Cass is just...
Wow, nice 2-pronged aggression here. He's gonna get chased away by 1. He's going for the Nexus.
Uh-oh. Well, he may get the Nexus. Oh my god. And Wytra has this Colossi, but he doesn't have enough force to defend on both fronts. And Cass retreats from the main. Oh my god. Cass doesn't go for more harassment to the mineral line. And, you know, Wytra did not have 2 Colossi. He did not have enough forces to spread them around evenly and make sure he attacks from every angle.
Oh. Just a little bit of a mouse issue for Cass. He's going to take that. In the meantime, yeah, we have a lot of tech. All right, he's good. We have a lot of tech off of just 1 gate for White Raw, and then he goes into the mass gates afterwards. So cool style. He does manage to get all of his tech up. He's researching Storm and Charge right now, and he's defending these drops, these multi-pronged harass really well. Right now, we're gearing up for a Doom drop. But no attack in the front, luckily.
Oh, there's a drop in the natural. Uh-oh, but Zealot is there. The second Zealot is here, and the Planetary Nexus is also helping, always on duty. Oh,
really nice defense here by White Raw. This is incredibly difficult for a Protoss to do, to split up your army correctly, to have the right units at the right place at the right time, and White Raw has executed that perfectly so far.
I just noticed Cass is going for Vikings. He's going for mass Vikings, and Wytra only has 1 Colossi. I mean, he only has 1 Colossi. He switched to High Templar. This is extremely risky, but whatever Cass has to throw at him, with the Vikings will become useless. There will be a lot of High Templars with Storms on the ground, and thus Wytra will be perfectly prepared, unless Cass attacks right now, and Wytra would not be able to fend off the aggression because he doesn't have Storm yet. Oh, for a 5 seconds more, now he has it, and now he's just going forward and boom!
Nice Storm right in the front.
Did you see the recent weather forecast? A lot of storms. Oh, 1 Marauder chasing it down, but the Zealots are there, always eager to help. And will we have another storm?
Oh,
yes, we do.
Storm. And another one.
This is beautiful.
Very strong storms here. Yeah, and it looks like he went for the 1 Colossus build. Just builds 1 Colossus, it makes the opponent build Vikings, and then afterwards it's just a pure ground army that he has to deal with storms. So really nice play by White Raw, forcing a bunch of extra of extra Vikings that
and Whiterun is
aren't
going
really
forward to catch the Terran's army, and Cass did not move it for a second there. That will cost him a lot of precious units, and a nice storm in the back there, making sure that everyone who retreats straight into hell. And right now Cass has to evacuate, but his medivacs are out of energy and on very low health. This Archon here is eager and he wants just to chomp down the Terran's army, and we have like 3 units remaining, not too much.
Have you ever seen a sentry get that many kills? I certainly haven't.
That sentry has...
But the reinforcements are here.
That sentry...
Storm. Oh, he just hit 75 energy. Couldn't put down the storm, but it was too close. Sacrifices those units to defend the base. In the meantime, Cass is taking his third.
Down. 5-kill sentry, did you see that? Yeah, that's amazing.
No, we're probably never going to see that again, so savor the moment.
Make a screenshot, guys.
But yeah, so no more Colossus production. He's doing some Immortal production, so he's going some Immortal Storm with Gateway units type composition. Really nice feedbacks there. He's going to defend this drop again. But he's trying to take this third base, and it's not going to work out really well. This drop over here is going to force a cancel. It's going to force a cancel.
Oh!
That was really close. Would have been really bad if he had lost those extra 300 minerals. He does end up losing a little bit. Does a little bit of harass to Cass's expansion.
So
there's really no vision for White Ra on this top attack path. He doesn't know that an army is coming through there. He could definitely make an attack because his natural is totally exposed. Cass scouts this. Cass scouts this with his factories. Moves right in. There are no units here to defend at all. In the meantime, yeah, it looks like we're going for a third trade. White Ra's going to kill the third of Cass, and Cass the third of White Ra. Oh, the natural of White Ra.
The natural, yes, you're right.
Speaking, that's a big advantage for Cass here.
And Master Charizard doing just fine with an immortal support from the background. We have one storm here, but it doesn't hit too much. Another storm going down, the fifth storm going down, and the Archon is now morphing, but there are not enough Zealots, and the workers with their angry wrenches, they will just march down at White Ra's forces, and we have another GG force of White Ra. Nice game.
Really nice play by Cass there. White Ra was defending and on the back foot the whole time. Doing a really great job defending, but the issue is Cass, during that whole moment in time, took the advantage, took the opportunity to take that third base. And when the trade started going down, he was always going to be ahead.
And Cass did catch White Ra in that crucial moment, the crucial timing window he had, where White Ra was so superior from a tech standpoint, but he was not superior when it came to army unit, and thus it forced White Ra into a defensive position throughout the rest of the game, and it allowed Cass to win. He just secured his fast third, he denied the third of White Ra, and boom, the magic elixir worked. So anyway, guys, we'll be going into a short commercial break right now. We'll be back with you with even more StarCraft 2 awesome entertainment in 3 minutes. Yes, that's exactly right. So set your timers. Alright, chaps, here we go with match number 3, and Cass so far looking like a boss, and he's just owning Wytra, and this is so terrible. This is a best of 5 series, so potentially Cass is only one victory away for claiming the series 3-0. And here we are, and here he is, spawning in the top left position. He is Cass from Team Empire.
In the bottom right position, he needs to pull a comeback. He needs 3 wins in a row to win this series and move on to the next round of the upper bracket. He is YML.
Exactly right. Now, guys, just to let you know how awesome this stream is, we have this nice rule that helps the community grow. We give away a free Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty copy every single stream. So whatever we do, after every stream there is a Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty giveaway, depending on what you choose as a winner. The way it works is you just need to be watching us until the end of the stream, and then we our randomizer 2000 picks one lucky person from the chat. If that person replies, then he gets Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty key.
Pretty awesome stuff. I really want you guys to try out the game. I know a lot of people watch the game, but it's also really fun to play, and we love to play it. So we want to share that with you. And
I hate playing StarCraft.
That's why we do it.
Why I became a caster.
Absolutely. Still no gas from Empire. There it is. Gas comes down. Likely going to see a Reaper Scout. As a Terran player, if you're new to the game, starting off with the supply depot, barracks, and then a gas, and build that Reaper right away and get the scout in. You don't need to scout with the SCV, so it saves you a little bit of minerals in lost mining time. So it's a really nice, basic way to open that will pretty much always put you in a good spot.
And by the way, after we're done with this, Wytra will be playing a show match against Dimaga, starting at 9 PM CET. And when I told Wytra, because originally we thought that BCQT was going to play the show match, but he said, well, yeah, I have this personal thingy today and I cannot really play. So I asked Wytra, how would you feel about another series after we're done with this for a small price? And against whom? Against Dimaga. Best of 7? No, best of 9 really. Oh, good, good! Best of 9, good practice against Zerg. Let's do this. Wytra always has this super positive attitude towards life and everything else. So, anyway, just wanted to give him a shout out.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit later proxy. Proxy Oracle. A lot of times when people go for the Proxy Oracle, they make no units out of their gateway at all. But White Raw is going to make the Stalker and try and deny this little bit of a scouting
that's exactly
here.
Right. And this is
Maybe
our meta game being formed really, because when Protoss started going for the a very close one for the Reaper, close shave. But when people started going more and more for this proxy Stargate play, Terrans realized that they can exploit that a lot with just a Reaper, and the Reaper right now can be built right away after you're done with barracks, and Protoss without any stalkers could not really deny the scouts, so it was really annoying for the Terran. Now Wytra is there, however there are no Marines, and he may even get a nice delay.
He's actually going to slow down the... Oh wow, look at this Stalker.
Oh my god.
Look at this, wow. The Stalker's up in the front, so no scouting has been done at all for Cass as far as what White Raw is going for in this Oracle.
When the White Raw exploits the range, oh my god, will he get both Marines? Oh! He overdid it, slightly. He wanted to get a nice...
softened up those Marines a lot when Oracle comes in. Keep in mind, you do need 5 to 6 Marines to take out an Oracle. And that's why we have that missile turret going down. He senses that Oracle coming in. And it's gonna finish just in time. Really nice timing.
Well, will he though?
From
Will he get it in time? The missile turret gets up, but then a lot of the poor workers will go down. Oh my god, the Oracle gets so many hits. No! Not good.
Very, very nice. Very nice opening overall from Cass. He's got all his bases covered. He can pretty much defend against anything. Even when he didn't scout the Oracle timing right away, you could still get in there and do some damage. Wyra's going to send this next one around right to the natural, and he's going to have a turret waiting for him.
Yeah, you're exactly right. There is still this one stalker with a lot of shields, but only one leg left remaining. And the Oracle is here, but oh, the turrets just do so much damage to the Oracles. And there are just enough Marines to deal with the Oracle, or even more than that, probably twice-fold more.
Probably about twice-fold more. And he's going to continue making the Oracles, though. He's going to try to make this work. In the meantime, he is expanding. And he's building his workers up. So White does have an economic lead right now. It's going to be switching into Void Ray production, which is really cool to see. Pretty much, if you built a Void Ray and Wings of Liberty as a Protoss against a Terran, you could be laughed all the way home. Void Rays were not a unit you build against Terran.
And you fix your monocle. Void Ray,
exactly
so lame.
Like that. But White Ra was known for one of the first players that started doing the early Void Ray plays, so not surprised to see him as one of the pioneers of Void Ray play in Heartless 1.
Void Rays are much cooler now thanks to the prismatic alignment, and it took me like 2 months now from the launch of Heart of the Swarm to know that this is not prismatic realignment, it is prismatic alignment. You would assume that once you change something it is realigned, not aligned, but it just shows that the Void Rays were broken in the first place, and you need to,
they just didn't have an aligned prism.
Exactly. Wow. Oh my god.
No?
You are so lame. You do not have an aligned prism.
Well, it looks like we're going for a bit of a... This is interesting. He's going right in here with the Oracle to do a bit of scouting, maybe a little bit of damage, but he's going to know exactly what he's up against. And he's going to be able to get out here pretty much unscathed. Ooh, he's even going to find a little sweet spot here. We can harass the worker line.
And he exploits that there are not enough Marines to deal with that. Uh-oh. Nice.
We need 5 or 6.
Yeah, by the way, we need to be worried that there's a drop. There's a double drop going White Ra's direction. And will he retreat? Oh, well, I think he just can't make a decision right now. He seems to be going for it and wants to defend that drop. Did he see it, by the way? I don't think he did.
It was on his mini-map. I don't know if he was looking at the time, but here comes the rush. He's going to bust down his bunker very quickly. In the meantime, he is warping in Stalkers back at home, so he knows that base is going to have to be defended. He runs the workers away very quickly. Nice response time from White Ra. And he's going for the trade here. He's doing a lot of damage to Cass, and Cass's entire army is in White Ra's base. So we have a possible base race scenario coming in here.
Oh, I wouldn't say this is looking good for White Ra. The Medivacs are there with full energy, and will the Stalkers get a nice shot? Oh my god, one hit left standing there for that Medivac, and another hit there. So unlucky for White Ra.
Everything unloaded.
Oh,
that is very rough. No mothership core in the base, no mothership core out on the map for the recall, but all these structures of Cass are going down, and he's going to clean up this attack with probes, and it looks like White Ra's got this.
It seems so, but this drop defense was so unfortunate. He could have got... We have GG for White Ra. He could have got that drop with losing probably just 1 or 2 Stalkers, because he would shoot down the first Medivac, he would get the second one unloaded, but that would be easy peasy for the Stalkers to deal with, at least in that number. And it just didn't work out. Both Medivacs were on red health, just a couple of shots, probably 1 shot away from being destroyed. Such good, sexy pilots of those Medivacs. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the game so far. You're watching Yegwen Master League. We'll be back soon after our commercial break, so don't go anywhere. Cass versus White Ra. I do realize I need to change Baby Knight to Panda Tank. That is unfortunate. Sorry for that. I replaced the picture, but when I was doing the production, I did not replace the nickname. Feel so bad about it, and right now I'm just at a public display. You can all laugh at me, but anyway, I think the graphics is fancy enough to just reward the fact that there's one name wrong on it, only for tonight. Anyway, here we have, spawning in the bottom left position on Daybreak, he is Empire Cass.
And in the top right position, we have perhaps a comeback building in the Protoss that is red, White Raw.
Oh yes, and no, sorry, I won't make that joke. Oh my god, I feel so adult right now. I just refrained from making a very bad political joke. So thank you very much, guys, for supporting me in becoming a much more diplomatic person. A lot of that is thanks to Jack Attack. He taught me the way of the how you call it? I'm only used to the dark side. How do you call the light side?
You call it the light side, yeah.
Yeah, the
light side of the Force.
Light side of the Force. That doesn't really have this badass feeling and sense to it, but yeah, let me be a good Jedi.
Be a good Jedi.
Be a good Jedi. Alright, so what do we have here? Whiterun as usual, Gateway, no Nexus first, not as ballsy as in one of the previous games. He doesn't want to get punished, and Cass did have a very good sense of that game, and he knew how exactly to punish Whiterun, and right now Whiterun just setting out for a scout. And Cass is doing whatever the Terrans are doing recently, which is going for a gas and barracks, which means he will be able to scout with a Reaper instead of sending an SCV out.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll ever develop the play similar to the way Zergs do the only get 100 gas for the Zergling speed. Maybe only get 50 gas for that initial Reaper to the scout and get a faster expansion. If that might happen someday. Definitely gonna try it out myself.
Yeah, sure you do. We have to go and just play a skirmish against each other. We never done that. I wonder how hard would you kick my ass, and you know.
No, I don't know. I think you would beat me right now. I'm still readjusting to the newest version of the core. So I'm still sort of getting my hotkeys that switched around, and I'm still sort of readjusting to that right now. But I think in form we would be a good match. When we're both in proper form, we'd be good matches for each other.
Which is never the proper. This is a term I hear very frequently from both us casters as the players themselves. You know, if I was in my proper form, oh, I haven't been practicing so much recently. People always say that, and that only means that this is your proper form. this is your actual form. Now we have this proxy factory building here, and by the way, this may just be a Widow Mine rush, and
Whiterun went right past it.
Exactly. So this exploits the blind spot here in the scouting pattern, and yes, we have a Widow Mine.
Yep. Widow Mine, or Proxy Widow Mine, very, very strong in the early stages of the beta, and right after release, it is still very strong. It's still something that's.
By the way,
do your thing, make it happen.
Whiterun noticed with his scouting Proberto that there is a small force of Marines, only 4 of them, making their way across the map. This must be a sign of something cheesy. You don't send 4 Marines just because it is Thursday. And oh, there is a Widow Mine, it's brewing right now, and will the Stalkers go away? Oh! One interesting fact for you all, if you surround the Widow Mine and try to DPS it down with workers, you will fail. You will fail hard. It has been proven that there are not enough workers to surround the Widow Mine with to DPS it down before it burrows.
So always run, every time. And look at that, Observer coming out right in time. That is why following up with the Robo after the first gateway is a really nice, safe play that's going to put you in a good position most of the time. So
yeah,
if you are looking for such a safe play, go for that.
Yeah. go play. So there have been a lot of condom commercials recently on Twitch TV, so why not to play it safe on ladder and just go for Robo?
Yep. Go for a Robo. Robo, the condom of Protoss.
You haven't said that. I haven't heard that from you. Anyway, we have Wytra here picking down at this flying factory. Cass is sacrificing it, and by the way, this is a big tell for Wytra. Just because you see your opponent's factory flying means, oh yeah, he's not going to use it anymore, and that's exactly what Cass is going to do. Now he's in a very strange spot. He's going for an expansion, but inside his main, so that's a very conservative way of playing it, and then he will just fly down. He's also going for mass marines and probably a medevac drop later on.
Yep, we do have the single Marauder build from Cass. Just the one. Oh, he's got two. This is the 2 Marauder or more build from Cass.
It's a beef eater. It's a beef eater. Do you know what beef eaters are?
For that guy. People who eat beef.
Well,
I'm not 100% sure.
In UK, this is how they call the guardians with the fancy hats, because they used to be the ones who would get a lot of beef rations. And this is,
oh, nice scan. I love that.
Oh, and the
Saving
Widow
the Mine just barely.
Not so good. And there's one stalker here just waiting, stalking the factory. You bad stalker.
And it will burn down quite soon. No hope for it. I doubt that there will be a mule drop for this poor factory, so any of the workers inside, I'm sorry, we're just leaving you out to explode off in the deadness of space. There is no savior for you.
Yeah, so where do we have escape pods, Captain? I'm not sure we have ones. What? Yeah, I mean, we were rushing towards Widow Mine, so we choose the tech pad instead of safety. Why? But why?
Oh,
why?
we got a drop going on. Right into the main. Doesn't manage to get too many of the workers. Really nice reaction time. The issue is there's not a whole lot of things to defend against this. Oh my god, Cass microing the healing of the medevac individually to be healing the ones. That was really nice.
Holy smokes.
I love that. Well done.
So how many
individual
workers
heal
killed?
micro?
Yeah, that happens very infrequently. We have 7 workers killed for Cass, which is not too bad, but Wytra went for a faster expansion, and when we check the worker count altogether, Wytra is still ahead. So so that drop did not do nearly as much damage as Cass would have hoped for.
But of course, you know, what's better than 1 dropship with stuff in it? 2! We have 2 medevacs coming in, and he's just going to go for it again. Only 3 stalkers here to deal with this, and that is not going to be enough. He tries to talk down the medevac. More probes get killed. Pylon going to go down in a second. And with this force coming up, he can just pick off and leave. Or he's going to stay. Oh, yes, he will try to leave. Just makes it out of there.
This
really
is a
nice
side.
Cass.
This is a side we see very frequently recently. A medevac escaping with just barely red health. And
yep, just Reapers and medevacs, I always assume they're going to get out. If I have to make a guess, split second, I'm just going to say, yep, it's going to get out. It's too fast.
Yeah, with Probertos, you're never sure, but with medevacs. Anyway, Cass is trying to go for a nice little positional drops here behind the gateways, but it did not really do him any good. Anyway, we have a run by here.
Oh, get the Colossus. Not going to quite make it, but
too greedy, Captain.
He's gonna get out with the lives of his soldiers at least. Even microing a single Marine, pulling it back. Cass just not letting White Raw get any free lunch at all. He must pay for every bit of lunch that he receives.
So right now Cass just repositions himself. I like the fact he's repairing medevacs. You don't see that very often. And he's going for a drop right now. Wytra instead, he probably will just try to secure his third. We have 2 very angry sentries here at the front that will just chase down this Marine, and Cass even stimmed it. So it would buy more time of Wytra, and Wytra, he's out of position. Only 4 stalkers in the base. You need much more right now against the medevacs, and there is a mothership core, and I think that scared Cass. Cass did not go for a drop because there was a mothership core. It doesn't even have enough energy for a planetary nexus to fail.
Yep, well, really nice use of the mothership core there. just to get a little bit of vision and know when that drop is coming in. Cass knows that the best drops he can do are the ones that White Rod doesn't know are coming. He's actually going to unload in the Fog of War here.
Hello.
Really nice play. These Stalkers are not long for this world, and the Planetary Necklace will come down in a moment here. But
yes,
I don't think that's going to be enough. He's
but there's a second
down,
drop.
And there's another drop over in the... Oh my god. Really, really difficult to split up this army, like I've said before. He's managed to do it a couple of times before, but not this time. And lots of... Oh my god, Cass is just dropping it. He wasn't paying attention to his medevacs at all. He still isn't. He could be losing this medevac right here full of units.
Oh my god! He did! With some nice sparks to it, but he did.
Yep, just you reached his multitasking max, and he dropped the medevac, so to say. He wasn't controlling it.
How do you know that? Maybe he just spilled coffee all over his trousers.
Also possible, coffee over the trousers. Always a possibility. I never leave that out. It's always in the back of my brain. I'll mention it because I assume that everyone, thinks about the coffee trousers first. Well, obviously coffee trousers, but what else?
Right now, White going for +1/+1 upgrades. Very late. We're already 15 minutes into the game, and he's also going for Templar Archives, which is a nice tech choice. You would expect by now Terran would start producing Vikings, and that is exactly what Cass is doing. White has those 3 Colossi, which is a nice number, but he probably won't be able to do a lot of things with them. If Cass gets up to a certain Viking count, which is around 10, and he's going just for that, he will just take down those nasty Colossi in a second.
Yeah, really, really quickly gonna dispatch those 3 Colossus. As far as production is concerned, we have no more Colossus on the way, and we just have the Storm +2/+2. So maybe moving more into a little bit of a ground force is White Ra. Cass getting the 3rd base up a lot sooner here. And that's going to give him a bit of an economic advantage. In the meantime, White Rod is moving out. It's going to get scouted by Cass, so any sort of attack will be well prepared for.
By the way, those guys have very nice ways of scouting around the map. Notice the placements, there are just single marines all over the place. There was one at that attack path, there is one here at the Zelnaga tower, there's one nasty observer here and a pylon here. I mean, those guys are everywhere. They know what the critical attack paths are, and they will just go for it. I mean, when you have all the information you need, you can easily counterattack whatever your opponent throws at you.
Yep, one of the most underappreciated things in StarCraft, especially in the lower leagues, is vision. Having that vision wins games. It's such a powerful thing to have. I was actually talking to a higher level player the other day, and was like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm a Masters player. I'm pretty good. And I could spread creep a little bit more, but I'd rather just have 3 drones. Why would I spread creep with an extra queen when I could have 3 drones?" I just couldn't convince him that the vision is such a powerful tool, and all the professional players are using it to the fullest.
Oh, there's one High Templar here. Will it get a storm? Oh, he has enough energy, but White Rat doesn't. Oh, he did not. Oh my god,
barely saved it. Well done. Well done.
Such a close
barely saving it. Here come the ghosts. They don't have cloak upgraded. So
and the High Templar is up. Oh, it got sniped. And even more Marauders on the front. Marauders always nice with dealing with Protoss. The White Rat army is so much cramped up. Oh my god!
Really big EMPs there. The Vikings are just targeting down the Colossus right away. The storm's coming in from the side. Oh my god, no storm.
It did not land. Oh my god, not so good for White Rat right now. Cass spreading out his forces so nicely. Will White Rat have enough upgrades and units to counter this one last storm? But will it be enough? The Vikings are landing. This is to the last grid right now. And this all gets focused, and the High Templar doesn't even have a chance to escape due to its own force field. What is happening? White Rat will be losing his 3rd.
Yep, just taken down. He had so many storms there, and one of them went off. That was just really unfortunate engagement for White Ra there.
Yeah, a lot of High Templars just went poof and disappeared. Oh, and another one. Oh my god, Wytra is losing them by the numbers right now. Even morphing into Archons just to get a little bit more DPS. And the Zealots not even get morphed here because the pylon was shut down. The Archon gets shut down. And this looks like it. This looks like Cass taking down the series.
Yep, 70 supply to 130. It's very, very difficult to come back from this. Also, Cass on the 4 bases. If we look at the income, it is vastly in the favor of Cass, especially in the gas area. Almost 3 times as much gas per minute for Cass.
So Wytra did defend this. Another full medevac worth of units has been just destroyed by Cass, but Cass is so far ahead. 64 army supply against 41. I'm not even sure what Wytra could do right now to get back to this game, and Cass is going for +3 upgrades. Wytra is trying to go for +3, but he doesn't have enough gas to go for both attack and armor at the same time. He's switching now to Colossi, and this Colossi gets taken. Oh well, this High Templar also gets sniped. Oh my god, this is not looking good at all for Wytra.
Yeah, 7 ghosts in the field, almost all with full energy. Just, it's a very difficult thing for us to deal with.
And the Zealots go into the fray, and will they deal enough damage to take this down? The Colossi is doing a ton of damage, but now it is the only left standing unit here, and it gets taken down. This, alongside with the last hope that Wytra had this match, he's still trying to defend always to the last drop of blood, but will that be enough? Will this one single Colossi will be Clint Eastwood or not? We have well played from Wytra, and Cass takes the series 3-1.
Well played by both. Cass will move on, and the winner's Wytra will be sent to the losers bracket of the Yegwen Master League.
That's, I mean, we had a lot of one-sided series this tournament. We had Snoot being taken down by Happy, 3-0. Then we had, let me just check back the bracket. We had, we also had Goody losing 3-0 against Bly. So this tournament is full of surprises. I would like to remind you guys that this tournament is a double elimination system for 8 players only. They will be playing best of 5 games until the finals, which are going to be best of 9, and we always give them a chance to come back through the lower bracket, but so far the results are quite extreme. I would say quite extreme.
Absolutely. So next up, in a little bit here, we're gonna have White Raw against Dimaga show match, best of 9.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So so that will be in another 15 minutes. So we'll just go on a break. We'll just play some music in the background, I guess. But we'll be back with you starting 9 p.m. CET. So that's in 15 minutes from now. And after the stream is done, we'll be giving away a free Heart of the Swarm copy, because that is something we do after every single stream. We want this community to grow. We want to give away as many Heart of the Swarm copies as possible for you guys to try out the game, to give it to your friends, to just share the awesomeness of StarCraft 2. So anyway, I guess it's time to say we'll be back in a sec, but that second will last for 50 minutes. My name was and is Yegwen. With me casting is and was the Jack Attack, and we'll be back with you for even more awesome StarCraft 2 entertainment.